And we're recording. Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Babble, the evil DM for the day, and I am here with...
Hello. I'm Kraken. I'm sorry, I saw there was a ping in Gen 2. I'm not looking at it, but I saw it. Hi.
It is time for Warships Part 3.
It sure is.
And where we left off is with our favorite seagull having 3 blunderbusses pointed at her on the deck of a ship that she had just done this most badass land on.
Hell yeah, it was the most graceful thing she's ever done in-game.
It was absolutely beautiful. Well, Abby, you have been faced with 3 otter tunes pointing blunderbusses directly at your head. So they're aiming.
Well,
We hear the middle one.
Mhm.
She says, "State your business."
Well, what is there to say to that? I'm looking for a penguin.
And why exactly are you looking for a penguin on a ship? There's plenty in the water.
Well, don't be obtuse. Clearly, I'm looking for a particular penguin.
Why exactly should we tell you anything?
Hold on, I'm just trying to see if the spell I'm thinking of...
This ship isn't any of your business, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, the slaying works on one creature. Never mind. Abbigull's just going to try to keep on talking.
Wait, what slime? I thought I heard slime. I'm concerned.
Slime? No. I was looking at a spell thinking it might help, but it only works on one person, not 3. But Abbigull's just going to go,
Okay.
I have reason to believe that you might have, whatchamacallit, a stowaway of sorts trying to get somewhere. That's what I'm looking for. So I want to find them. You assumedly don't want to stow away in your ship. Win-win. We can be reasonable about this.
The only stowaway we see here is you.
Wow.
Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Make me a perception.
Boy, oh boy. I'm in the wrong channel. Let's get over there. There we are. Oof. F10.
That's understandable. There's a lot of emotions aboard this ship. Kind of hard to discern with how many. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, no. Definitely not.
Okay. You feel a rush of rage rush right through you from the cabin of the ship.
Ooh. Boy, stumbles a bit with that. Would you say that cabin is within, like, how close is that cabin? Is it directly in front?
It is directly in front, but both, or all 3 people are in a direct line, not even 5 feet in between you and the door.
Abigail hadn't considered the spell because she didn't consider like just doing our job, keeping people off the ship to be a quote-unquote strong emotion. But boy, she's thinking it might be time to cast a little something called calm emotions. So let's see how the spell actually works.
You can try.
All right, so within the 20-foot radius, creatures have to make a charisma saving throw. Yeah.
You cut out Kraken.
Charisma saving throws. From the guards and from presumably the person inside the cabin.
Oh boy, okay. That's a lot of rolls.
You could have the guards be like one roll. You could consolidate 3 into one roll. See how they're affected as a group.
True.
That's one way to make things simpler for yourself.
That is very true, and I appreciate that. Okay. Come on, please load other thing. Here we go. That should be a minus. Of course.
Okay, well, one passes, one fails. I don't know which is which.
The first one is the guards. The second one is the person that is inside the cabin.
Wow. Specifically, for the person inside the cabin, Abigail is going to choose the effect where the creature becomes indifferent instead of hostile. And this spell lasts for 1 minute, so she might want to hurry.
Oh yeah, and well, I'm assuming that 22 passes.
It sure does.
Which would be a third thing. You hear the ship creak.
Oh?
The whole ship does not seem happy. Make me another Constitution saving throw.
I don't know, does a 13 do it?
You are very close. You did better than before, though. This time it seems like you're ready. All around you there is anger and rage. Seems embedded in the ship itself. The ship knows you're here. Doesn't like it.
Fantastic. And I feel like, if anything, that probably contributed to her short-tempered entrance earlier. But taking a deep breath, calm her own emotions. The spell doesn't, quite work on her, but just in general, just try to keep things simple. She's worried. She wants to hurry. But she doesn't exactly want to go smashing her way through things. For one thing, clerics aren't exactly built for that. She's going to go listen.
Can confirm.
I would...
I want you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, goody. Please. My favorite stat of hers.
And I am going to roll. God damn it. Okay. One of the two guards that was not speaking grabs one of your arms.
Hey. Okay.
And the guy has a strong grip.
She's like, listen, okay, make a decision. Either like try to throw me in the brig or throw me off the ship. Like you can't have both. Pick one. But also, I don't want to be here. I would like to be just back home. Home is where me is. With Jackie. I'm looking for a penguin. Like I said, I'm looking for Ajaxx Mackeller. I think they're here. Please, just I need to find them.
It kept cutting in and out, but am I hearing
God.
desperation in Abbigull?
You sure
voice?
are. You sure are. And I think she's rolling persuasion. Which is a flat.
I go for it. That will be a disadvantage, though. You pissed him off pretty good.
Yeah, she's good at that. Sticks, foot, and beak. Two.
Make me another deck save, please.
Oh, you're gonna force her wings. She's gonna do something.
Oh, God. Well, now both of her wings are...
You cut out, I think, but both
And
wings.
together they kind of go behind her, and one of them transfers the other wing to the other person. So now one of them has both of your wings. And is... Yeah, he's gonna try to topple you over.
Cool.
Okay, let's see about his decks. Is there anything you want to try and do to stop this?
Yeah, Abigail's casting Shatter.
Oh, dear God. Okay. All right. So...
That's con saves from everyone within 10 feet.
Dear God. Okay. Shit, what's our con? Okay, well now I know what yours is. And holy shit, okay. It would be lovely, darling, if you would load. Thank you very much. They all have the same con. So... that hit or miss.
That is exactly the DC. That is exactly the DC.
Beats it.
Yeah. Which means they would all be taking half damage. Let's see, 3d8.
Alright.
Are you kidding me? They all take a little piddly 4 damage. My God. Listen, there's a thunderstorm going on. Like a big noise is just kind of little tiddly sticks to what is actually going on outside that they're all standing in.
Yeah, a little bit. Although that might get the attention of someone. Whether or not it's a good or a bad thing remains to be seen. It got their attention.
It sure did. It very much did.
That means I'm going to have to make a save. Because I'm pretty sure that means they also know who this is. Fuck yeah. Alright. I am also going to roll another. See if he can pick you up. Okay, you are in his arms and he is dragging your punk little feathered tail towards the edge of the ship.
Good going, Grandma Gull. I mean, though to be fair, knowing her, honestly, how else was it going to go?
Abby, I'm sorry. As you're being dragged towards the edge of the ship, he's got a good grip on you. The other two are still pointing their blunderbusses, following closely behind, and it looks like you're about to be thrown into the drink of the raging storm. Before, just as he's about to let go of you, you hear, and let me take a minute to see if I can do this right. No, I can't fucking do it. It sounds like a freaking. It sounds like a whistle.
Oh, yes.
It sounds like a whistle. A very familiar whistle. And he stops. Your head is maybe 2 inches away from the water. He was about to slam dunk you in there.
What a good visual.
And you don't get to see it. You don't get to see it, but there are orders being given silently, and he eventually picks you back up, pulls you back in, and sets you down. But he doesn't let go of your arms. And in front of you, you see Ajaxx.
Oh, kid, are you kidding me? I gotta commend you on your security detail here. They're very thorough. Well paid. Ah, jeez, it gave me a heart attack. Not with this, just I tried to...
You're not supposed to be here.
Well, tough Tedley sticks, kid.
Abby, the Ajaxx that you see before you, it's sad and terrifying. They are completely featherless, save for maybe one feather on the side of their head that has yet to fall off. You see all of their scars. Well, not all of them, of course, because they have clothes on. But they're so painfully visible. And you can tell that they haven't been eating. The way that they move, their frames are jittering like crazy. It's almost difficult to tell what they're saying when they sign.
Jeez.
Make me a perception check real quick.
Doing that. Jackie, don't you know, when you go on revenge quests, you gotta be taking care of yourself. Otherwise, the person you're getting revenge against is just gonna walk away easy. But 25, yeah.
Abby, you see on their beak a dent that you've never seen before.
No, how dare.
It looks suspiciously like a wound from a BB that didn't heal right. And normally a BB wouldn't be anything to really, like, worry about. But this is a really squishy penguin. And it looks to be almost 13 years old.
Oh. Abigail has no idea if this would do anything at all, any effect. But she's casting Healing Word. And that word is just, hey. You're looking rough, hey. Let's go inside and talk, yeah? And then I actually need to roll the things. Hold on.
Yeah.
4 plus.
They motion for them to bring you in, because they know that they're not going to let you go. With that 25 as well, I will give you that they are at level 3 exhaustion.
Ooh. Oh.
And about halfway through the walk towards what you assume to be where the wheel is, you see them pause. All of them pause. It's strange. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Again. The anger seems to latch on to all four of them. Specifically targeting Ajaxx the most. You can physically see it very faintly, moving up and rapturing around their head.
Oof. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well.
And all of us, and all of a sudden their demeanor changes. They start marching. You can hear the steady stomps as they do so, with you in tow, Ajaxx leading the way, furiously opening doors and closing them. It's practiced. It's abnormal.
Man, when Abby says she has experience with ghosts, she pretty much just means it metaphorically. This is something else. But for now, I think she's just taking note. Let's see where they're going.
They do indeed take you up to where the wheel is, which also doubles as the chart room. It's a big metal ship, and it's got a glass window. So that way they can see. Jackie does some basic checks on the wheel and everything else around it, pressing some buttons here and there, making sure that it's still on course. The other two do some rounds around the room, making sure that everything is safe before they leave. The one that had you in his arms, though, he drops you ungracefully without a single peck to be given before turning and trying to leave, and he's about to close the door when Jackie slams their flipper on the chart table. Let's see if they can roll a good enough intimidation. I'm gonna give them advantage with this. Oh, never mind, they don't fucking need it.
You never know, they could crit.
You know what, they could.
Yeah,
they get
take
away.
that advantage. No, we're not taking that nat one. I regret saying anything.
Their flipper slamming against, again, a metal. Seems like the entire ship is made purely of metal. Chart table echoes throughout the entire room. And with the fury that you have never seen before, they start angrily signing, "I told you that that damn door stays open. I never want it shut. Do you understand? Dismissed." And without skipping a beat, the other guy leaves. Leaving the door open because, yeah. You're not supposed to be here.
No. I suppose you wouldn't want me to be, but I'm here now and I don't
Why
intend
did you follow
to leave.
me? I'm sorry, what?
Because I'm concerned. I followed because I'm concerned.
Funny, you've never been concerned before.
Ouch. Ouch.
I'm sorry!
You know what? Does Jackie want to roll like an insight or perception? Or are they...
Insight, I guess?
Yeah. Or not if they're too busy being...
I mean, I would, like, I don't know. How well do you think Abby's gonna react to that?
Well, I mean, I think she visibly flinches.
If she still wants to make an insight check, or do what she would do.
Let's see.
Do what you think she would
3.
do. Okay, let me see. I'm going to use deception, because fuck you. Okay.
Ooh.
God damn it. Okay. They are stone cold. It doesn't sound... It doesn't look... You're not sure. It's hard to explain, but it's off. And yet... They say it with the same... Or they sign it with the same flair. Oh shit, I forgot. A very important thing, by the way. They are missing a flipper.
Oh, what? It's been like 10 minutes and they've been missing a flipper. Babble.
They're missing their left flipper. I forgot to mention
Hello?
that. Yeah, the little nose.
I'm losing my mind.
Listen. Today's been wild. Off server. I forgot that they're missing a flip. You know what? I have no excuse for
Oh my
this. I can't even
God.
defend myself. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
I've been planning this since like the last one that they've been missing a flipper, and then I forget to fucking mention it.
When you think of it, it's so hard. You just think that everyone knows, and it becomes obvious.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, we're gonna say that's the main reason why Abbigull fired off the healing word before. It's not gonna, bring back a flipper or heal points of exhaustion that Jackie clearly has, but just anything to take the edge off of what they clearly must be feeling. But
oh goodness, make me a perception check, please.
oh dear.
And again, with how things have been going, I'm unfortunately gonna have to give you disadvantage.
Yeah, it's fair.
Unless you have any way to argue for advantage. And unfortunately, the fact that you've known them for 20 years does not apply to this thing in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, nope. Take that 12. And she had so many things to say. What were they?
No, you
Come
don't.
on, brain. Right. It's like, I didn't come to stop you necessarily. Because sometimes things need closure. And they need to be dealt with in some way, shape, or form. But, Jackie, you don't look good. Are you there? Did you cut out?
I had something.
Okay.
No, I was thinking I had what I wanted them to say in my brain, and then, like,
Poof.
it just went bye. Peace, hasta la vista. Okay. What the Today has been a day. Goodness
mood.
gracious. What were you gonna say, Jackie? Speak from your single flipper.
I'm not gonna let you forget this. I'm not gonna let you forget this.
Don't let me forget this, please. Please don't. I will, and I'll look like a fool. I am a fool. I am Bobo the clown. Oh my god. Can't believe I forgot a fucking flipper missing. There's a reason why I didn't say anything. I don't want you here. You're not supposed to be here.
Well, fortunately, I am here. I don't intend to leave. And quite frankly,
You don't?
No, I don't, because what you're doing, fine, but you're clearly not taking care of yourself, and kind of glances around at the steel ship in general. Just goes, I'm all for closure, but the way this is happening doesn't seem to be doing you much good. I don't know if it'll actually get you what you're looking for.
We don't do this now, then.
The timing isn't the issue.
Timing is the issue. You know how many ships have already sank because of the glacier rising again?
I agree that it should be now. It's not the timing, not even so much the method, it's just the way it's affecting you.
You see them freeze again. And their design glitches out. Almost. They have to grab a hold of the chart table.
Yeah.
Before they look at you, and it's roll me a perception check.
Oh God, I can't type. I just tried to type a D29.
Oh, that's a mood.
13.
You know what? I'm gonna say that that's enough. You see a sudden look of panic as they look up at you. A complete 180.
Oh.
They're panting. They look exhausted. They look up at you. Okay. Oh, that doesn't matter.
That's a
They
nat
look like they're
one.
about to say... Yeah! They look like they're about to sign something before it glitches out again. Their design glitches out again, and seems almost like the hand of a dark force comes and grabs at their mouth and their flipper and pulls itself in to their design.
Oh.
And it's right back to that stoic anger.
Okay.
And before we continue,
Mm-hmm.
they open their mouth, and out comes a deep, disturbing voice that you recognize from over the radio. One that you haven't heard since it sank. Get out!
You get out! And Abigail's gonna
Congrats.
lunge forward and try to smack a protection from good and evil on this penguin. So let's see. Until spell
Go
ends.
for it.
I'm trying to see who has to roll for this. Until the spell ends, one willing creature. Ah, geez, one willing creature is. Okay, so obviously, Ghost of Mobile is not willing. Do you figure that's going to be a contested roll then to see if this works?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Spellcasting modifier, yeehaw.
But thankfully, because of the exhaustion, he is going to be technically making it at disadvantage because it's Jackie's body.
Oh, Abigail, come on.
And I'm guessing it's a strength, though.
What would this be to continue holding on?
What is the No, I forgot. Okay. Excuse you. Thank you. Okay, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. That's a 7, and he would be making it a disadvantage. I wonder if he gets a nat 1. Could he get a nat 1? Can we get a nat 1?
That would be amazing. Just bet 0!
Get a nat 1! We can get a 0! We can get a 0!
Fucking banished. Yeet. Abigail punches him out.
It almost looks like the punch rips him out, and Jackie just collapses to the floor.
Yeah, I feel like the series of actions that Abigail lunges forward, it is a punch. This ghost is like whacked out of the body, and Abigail tries to catch the penguin. Jackie just doesn't fall on the floor. Catching a hug.
Make me a dex check.
Abigail just falls to the floor with them.
Oh god.
She's holding on, but they're both on the floor.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I need to make a constitution saving throw for Jackie. Come on, please. Please be good. Yes. Oh, okay, that is an 11. I'm going to say that is just good enough. Okay. So. Cool. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. I love this. I love this so much. That is on the self. Great. And by great, I mean freaking bullshit. Where is the thing? It's not what I want. You know what? Warding water can be cast on another person, can it?
Which spell?
Yes, it can be. Warding water.
Warding water.
No, never mind. I can't. Fuck. Damn it. They had a spell that basically. Oh, that's Cage of Water. Why did I take that off? Why did I switch that one? No! Ah! Okay, well, they're gonna cast Warding Water around the two of you.
Oh, fun.
Because a fun thing about water is, while water might not be a great conductor of lightning or thunder, it is a pretty good conductor of water. Ghosts and things tend to get trapped in that.
That's true. Can't cross running water.
And since that is basically what warding water is, he's gonna have to make a strength check. I hate you. I hate you so much. I want you to perish.
You made
I
this
want you to
bastard,
perish.
now lie in it.
I did make this bastard. God, why did I make him a barbarian? What the hell is the DC? Where is it? DC. Eh. Yeah, no. No, that. Yep, no, he's able to reach in, and what he is going to do is roll 1d20 against you, Abigail, to smack you.
Haha, nope.
Okay. Yeah, no, that does not hit. And he's a ghost, so he gets yeeted right back out. So there's that. Let's roll for initiative.
Woohoo. I can't believe Abigail got to punch a ghost. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, hey, they have a +2 initiative. Holy shit.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Who's that for?
That's for Jackie.
Oh, thank God.
Unless, of course, they get disadvantage on that. I don't. What is level 3 exhaustion?
I mean, knowing exhaustion, quite probably.
They probably do. Then I'll roll for disadvantage. No.
I mean, 19 is still, pretty damn good.
Okay.
Jackie wants to fight.
Okay.
Jackie wants to smack.
And he gets a 7.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. Okay. So in the warding water, they look up at you and Jesus. They are so happy to see you. And you don't feel the anger.
Oh, crushing hug. Just, oh, darling. You've been running yourself ragged.
It wasn't me. I wasn't trying to do this.
I know. I figured it out.
I
We'll
mean-
fix it.
I mean, we still have to destroy the Glacier Rider, but
Not like this. Not with him.
no, God, please, not with him.
Won't let it happen.
I can't do anything else because then he's going to get me again. But water. I don't have any other ways to trap him.
Well, alright, then you just leave it to me.
What if he gets you too?
I could certainly try.
Make me a
It's like an
relationship.
offended sniff. What check? Sorry, which check?
Abby.
Yeah?
Make me a religion check.
Oh ho! Oh, I've never had to roll one of these before. It's probably a +6. Let's scroll all the way back up. Okay, +3. Clerics have so many goddamn spells. $17, hey.
That is alright. That's freaking good. Abby, you're a Tempest cleric, right?
Yes.
I did check before the session started. You can use Turn Undead to push him back.
Oh, there's an idea. Control F, turn undead. Where'd that go? Or is that in feats? Ah, yeah. Turn undead. Must make a wisdom save throw or be... or be turned. I wonder what that will do. Let's find out. Let's find out.
I didn't get to hear like that middle bit of like it does this and then it's like let's see what that can do. But like you know what? I'm gonna let you take that part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have fun with that.
So, good old Ghosty Boy is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw against Channel Divinity.
Oh great, that's one of his worst stats.
Hooray! Yeah, no, that is not going to do it. So, this means he's going to be, quote, turned for 1 minute or until damaged. What does it mean when a ghost is turned?
I'm gonna let you decide that.
I mean,
It could
what
mean
is
that you
the
have
opposite
control
of
over him
ghost?
for a bit.
Oh. I mean, if it's that, she's just gonna basically command him to scram. Get out. Get out of here. And if I see you come back, I'm gonna kick your ass again. Get out.
Okay,
It is full on pissed off grandma voice. This is someone who found their grandkid's hand in the cookie jar.
Are you sure that's how you want to handle this guy? Because I'm gonna have to give you disadvantage on an intimidation.
Oh man. Or be turned for 1 minute. If it only lasts for 1 minute. I'm just thinking, like, what is the opposite of a ghost? It's basically non-existence. Just like exorcises him.
Like I said, I'm gonna leave that up to you if that's what you wanted to happen. Then screw it, Abby wins.
Yeah, she's not expecting this to be a permanent solution because, like, ghosts by nature are tenacious motherfuckers. But yeah, she's just trying to try to exorcise him, get him to leave, disappear, scram, however it works. Just get him out. Because she doesn't think she can fight him.
1 for yes, 2 for no. Fuck you, I said it says yes.
DM powers.
Fuck you, Dice Parser, it says yes. With a loud screech, he glitches. And it's uncanny how it distorts what he used to look like, what you recognize him to be. to have been. And then suddenly have him glitch practically out of existence. Almost immediately, the emotions around the entire ship seem to settle.
Well, I don't know how long that'll work, but Jackie, darling, do you think you'd be able to get some rest and sleep without that coming back immediately?
When you look over, you can see them coughing. Because they had let that down, and dear God, they look like shit. Needless to say, they look like shit.
Oh, man. Again, I feel like Abigail was at least half hugging this penguin before, just... Oh, full on. Full on hug.
And Abigail, you hear 3 different sets of footsteps rushing towards the door.
Oof. Oh boy. Well,
Is there anything you want to do?
standing up, for one thing, from the floor, you know what, peck it, not letting go of Jackie.
Aww.
Just like firmly planting her feet, ready to stand her ground on this.
All right. Almost immediately, all 3 of them rush into the room and make me a quick insight check with advantage.
Well, all right, yeah, take the 21. Nice.
All right. It seems like 3 scared kids just burst into the room.
It's fine. Things are fine right now. How are you all feeling, honestly? You good? No murderous rage?
They are panting. They look not nearly as exhausted as Jackie, but it's very obvious that they had the same effect that Jackie had, of some shape or form.
Yeah, just on for shorter.
And everything is okay? Holy shit.
Things are better.
Unfortunately, the seemingly eldest one of the 3 siblings, because it's very easy to tell that they are siblings, instead of being worried now, does look angry. And she points a finger at Jackie. If you hadn't have dragged us back into this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, well, no, Abigail's bristling. Feathers flipping up.
Jackie, unfortunately, cannot find the strength to respond.
Hey, now, I don't know how you tie into this or how this all got started. I just arrived here. You know.
You wanna know how we tie into this? All 4 of us were on that ship when it crashed. We were the only 4 survivors, alright? That's how we're all into this.
There were.
I said I didn't want to do this. There were. How do you know this? Besides the fact that I just told you. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. This is DM's fault.
You know, it's a reasonable slip of the tongue. Oh. Just like, there's newspapers about. Sometimes people read them. Didn't mention your names, of course, but
I know.
Connect dots, you know?
The way that you just bombarded onto a Navy ship, I'm kind of surprised that you were able to connect any dots at all. And Ajaxx gives this bitch a look.
This bitch has a point. I was just like, listen, I can be multidimensional. I can be talented. Occasionally.
You're a UPA, you're a UPA, and there's only one dimension to you.
Okay, I think Abigail genuinely laughs at that. She's like, oh, it's a good one. I'm going to have to remember it. Oh. I mean, very technically, and I think she's going to, like, do the thing where she flips on the one axis and goes, there's two sides. There are two wolves inside of me. One is a gumshoe ace detective. The other just wants to run in and punch things.
I love you so much. Kraken, I love you so much. No. I'm gonna fucking die.
That's a good visual. I think she just continues spinning on that one foot.
God, if you're doing that, poor Ajaxx is having a time.
Oh, that's true. This penguin is on 3 points of exhaustion. She shouldn't be adding dizzy onto it. Are they dizzy?
Yeah, no, they're dizzy.
Oh no. Yeah, alright, Abigail totters to a stop. Still does not quite want to let go.
Yeah, no, Ajaxx is still very much so grasping onto your vest.
I should note it
I don't
is
think that
the,
they are going to let go.
I should note it is the outfit that Jackie got them for Animass. Important detail of this entire adventure.
Oh, kill me.
Oh, does Jackie want to
I'm
do a
being
perception at all to notice what else Abigail is wearing?
You know what? I'm gonna have him do so, but it is going to be a disadvantage. So I don't have very high hopes.
Honestly,
Then again, they have a 6 to it.
yeah. Let's see.
Please, fuck you.
No, this is hilarious.
I don't know this shit.
This is hilarious. I love it, actually. Jackie's like right there. It's beside their face. They don't notice the damn mother's love necklace. Amazing. Spectacular. That just means it's going to be later and it'll be even funnier.
I love this.
It sounds like we've all had a day.
We've all had a day. We've all had a past couple of weeks. And it's all that one's fault. I said no, we didn't want to do this. I said no, we're not dragging my brothers into this either. And then you brought that thing.
Well, I don't think they meant to do that on purpose to you. It's affecting them as well. I'm thinking if anyone's to blame, as usual, it's on Mobile. Bastard. Stingy little passage blocking peck neck. Causing problems even when dead. Should have known.
It isn't just him. and that comes from somebody else.
Oh.
It comes from, seems like the middle sibling.
Hmm.
And his sister's about to say something before he just kind of shoves her into the younger one. You shut up. I've had enough of your attitude. Alright, you used to be Ajax's best friend.
Eyebrows going up. Abbigull's learning all sorts of things this fine day.
It isn't just that.
Are there more
It's-
ghosts I don't know about?
Maybe. Doesn't make any sense to you that the Glacier Rider would have risen any other way? Do you think?
Honestly, yeah, nah, it kind of tracks to me. Ships don't die easy.
This ship shouldn't be sailing again. And he kind of limps over to the chart board and he brings up a blueprint, pulling it closer to her. And he points at what seems to be a blueprint of the Glacier Rider.
Eyes
And
emoji.
on that blueprint, on that blueprint is scrawled out in black ink where damage seems to be. And all under the bottom of the hull is damage. It's actually just underneath the waterline. It seems that the vast majority of the hull is actually just plain missing, as well as part of the front of the ship.
Well, structurally, that does not sound at all.
Exactly.
Gotta say.
Hence why it doesn't make any sense that it would still be sailing. You can understand our concern now?
I
There
mean, I
might
was
be more.
understanding the general concern from the get-go, but this definitely adds an aspect to it.
Furthermore, last time that there was a scout, aka my little brother Terry over there, there's something else on the ship. We're not sure what, but it's alive. It's not a ghost. And it's big. It's big, and it's mean, and it's aggressive. The ship itself is armored. Heavily. These ships were designed by Captain Mobile's son. This one, and he pats one of the walls as he's walking around it. This one was built specifically to combat the Glacier Rider. In the event that anything could happen to turn it into an aggressor. Of course, that meant that it had to have another captain, and that captain had to be sort of distant from Captain Mobile. But we don't know where he is. We don't know who he is.
Oh, well, free real estate then, huh?
Sort of.
I mean, if he ain't stepped up already, he ain't doing the job too good, so, our ship now. Abigail is looking at these blueprints and kind of having a critical eye and having some brainwaves, trying to sort through plans and ideas in her head.
Make me a perception check.
Ooh, 21.
21. Alright, let's see what that gets you.
In general, her approach is leaning towards stealth. Just sneaking aboard. I mean, look at the last time she just tried to brazenly shove her way onto a ship. It didn't go so good. Abbigull is stealth. That's what she does. That's what she's good at. Stealth and sneaky.
And especially on one of these ships, it's very clear that these were built specifically for war.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, because I don't really know if there's actually been a war in Ajaxx. I don't. Like, out of characters.
No idea. War? What war? No idea. When I say Admiral Abbigull, Abbigull is not like a part of a navy. She never has been. If anything, the navy would be her enemy. She literally just calls herself that because it sounds cool.
And
it's
that
not
is entirely
an official
valid.
rank.
Well, I think with that perception, you also see that these aren't official links either to the actual navy. It's just meant to be intimidating, to make people fuck off.
And there's a value in that. There's a value to just avoiding the fight by being too intimidating to fight.
Alright, so there are two blueprints, by the way, the Drifting Cube and the Glacier Rider. Let me give you a rundown of the Glacier Rider, since that's the one I'm assuming you're looking at the most.
Yes.
So, she is what I call the behemoth. She's 155. Yeah. She's 155 meters long, 65 meters tall, slow at 29 knots, compared to the Glacier Rider, the Drifting Cube at least. Can dive like a submarine and ride glaciers like ramps.
Fantastic.
She can't really ramp glaciers anymore, though. The hull is far too damaged. It's unclear whether or not she can still dive.
Well, we're probably going to find out.
And, you see all the points where there are several small missiles and cannons, as well as 3 large guns on her nose. Or, well, one on her nose, one in her middle, and one on her back.
Well.
Basically speaking, she's built like a barbarian of a ship, whereas the Drifting Cube is built like a rogue. Drifting Cube, smaller, 79 meters long, 8 meters tall, 35 knots. Has thrusters that can propel her forward or backwards quickly, about 70 feet in one short burst per 3 seconds. Has 1 large gun hidden on her front, 1 rocket launcher on each side. She has 4 anchors as well, 1 on every corner, quote unquote, of her. So in case of emergency, you can literally drop an anchor and drift.
Ha. Good naming.
You also see that there's the hatch from the stern room that leads to a small escape submarine on either side. But one of the escape submarines is crossed out, so it's assuming that one doesn't work anymore.
Good to know, good to know.
even more concerning, there seems to be a giant missile at the front, hidden in the hull.
Just chilling.
Yeah. So, there's that.
So did you all have a particular plan when you set out, even if it wasn't entirely within your right mind, or were you just gonna run at this?
We had an idea. I don't think Ajaxx is really able to tell it at the moment, but basically what we were going to do is we were going to take a small ship, in which we no longer have, that got destroyed in a small skirmish with Glacier Rider. That was fun. And of course he's saying that very sarcastically. Then we're going to make our way up to I personally forget what it is, but it's the same room that they're in now. It's just on the Glacier Rider instead. And there's certain panels underneath the wheel that hook up to all of the weapons aboard it. If we break it, in theory, it should shut it down. The weapons, at least. I don't know about the ship.
Good old sabotage, my old friend. Well, it's a good start.
Part of the reason why we have the missile aboard is because we were going to play a game of chicken and try and launch it. In theory, that wasn't necessarily our idea.
Yeah,
Seemed more so like it was.
What is the deal there? Because, Mobile wanted to influence you all to take down his own ship? Although you said there is something else there, maybe just doesn't like the idea of something squatting. Ooh, I cannot hear you
They
at
all
all.
seem to look at Jackie. And Jackie looks up and just shakes their head. He wanted us to go, but I don't really know why. I couldn't tell. I just know that he wanted us there, and he used my desire to finally put an end to this as a means to get me there.
Well, that's troubling. I don't like that at all, actually.
Yeah, I don't like that either. He's also the one who took this flipper.
Can I ask how? Or do I need no context and just need to kick his ass again?
And they've been signing. They've been signing the entire time, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they spoke wasn't them. It wasn't even really them speaking. Captain Mobile was just using their energy to project his voice and to make it look like they were speaking when they weren't, which is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the question again? I'm sorry, I had
that's
to make sure that was noted.
Abigail was going to ask about how that whole flipper thing happened.
They just kind of lift up what's left of the little nub and make a biting motion at it, hesitantly, before
Oh.
clinging to you even more.
Do you think people can die twice? I'm gonna find out.
Oh God. They refrain from. Well, no, actually, they're. You get disadvantaged, dumbass. Okay, they let out a tired giggle. They shake their head. They have no idea. They don't know. I mean, they died once, but that doesn't mean they know if they could die twice.
I was about to say, what do you mean? And then I remembered, they did hit 0. That's my bad.
Oh gosh.
Well, this is all very interesting. Oh, Nat 1, what?
Okay. That's in that one. Ajaxx kind of goes limp in your arms. They're out.
Yeah, Abbigull had been about to say, there's only so much we can do tonight when everything is stressed out and you've all been tired from being possessed. And then Jackie just is out like a lamb. She's like, and there it is. You should all be resting and healing up after that.
Yeah, we just gotta find the hidey hole that we did last time. Hold on. And Holland. My name is Holland, by the way. My sister, my very foul-mouthed sister, is Forge, and the quiet one, our younger brother, is Terry.
Pleasure to meet you all, though the circumstances, leave something to be desired. I am Admiral Abbigull Ajaxx.
Nice to meet you. Sort of. It's weird. It's been a weird day. And he goes over to the wheel and starts going around a giant glacier. And apparently this glacier has been hollowed out just enough to fit the frickin' boat.
Good parallel parking job.
That is one thing that is pretty cool about icebreakers. They can go in and out, forward and backwards. It's awesome.
It is. But if they're heading in there, like the moment the ship is put in place, Abbigull is just gonna start bullying these otters into bed, hurting them.
Well, one of Holland is a bit more hesitant because he's trying to fiddle with some of the buttons to make sure that they can stay in place and hidden. And would you like to watch him do this?
She would. Abbigull really has no experience with icebreakers outside of avoiding them and going around them. As far as controls go, she knows
Entirely
nothing.
valid.
So she's giving them all looks like, the moment it's all set up, you're going to bed. But she's watching. She wants to learn.
They fully intend to. But each one of them is fiddling with something different. Terry seems to be at a certain navigation station off to the left, where he has a headset on and seems to be looking at some kind of screen. You're not sure. You want to make me a perception check?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Since you're watching closely. Never mind, you don't need it.
Nat 20.
You got a nat 20. Okay. So it seems like Terry's working on a radar and trying to pick up any kind of ping of another vessel. And he's talking with Forge, who's on the entire opposite side of the ship. Fiddling with some levers and buttons. And what she seems to be doing is adjusting. God, what is it? The heck is it? Forgot what it's called, and it was right there. The thrusters, using them here and there to try and ease into it without using any gas or the engines, because she had shut them off. And as soon as it's in place, 2 of the anchors are dropped. The front ones. And you can hear as the anchors dig into the ice, holding them in place.
Nice, interesting. Now what's the third otter up to? What's Holland doing?
Holland was steering, making sure that it's aligned properly so that they don't bang into it, because despite the fact that it's an icebreaker vessel, you still don't want to bump into a glacier regardless. Especially not one this small versus something this gigantic. I mean, the thing goes over it. Over the ship, so... and as soon as he gets the word from Terry that there is no sign of another vessel, he hits a bunch of different buttons. One button to shut off the lights, one button to completely shut off the thrusters, which matches up with when Forge does so, and when Terry does so. And then he mashes another button, which has the invisibility symbol.
Whoa.
And the entire ship is shut down. Completely unmoving. The only thing you can hear is the gentle burr of the invisibility cloaking seeming to... I mean, with that nat 20, you pretty much know that it's turned the entire ship invisible.
Fancy, 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 fancy. This is way beyond anything Abbigull's ever done. Oh,
And
how technology
the only
marches
other...
on.
Oh boy. Okay. And the only other thing that you hear besides that is the gentle rocking of the waves against the ship. It isn't as gentle as, say, waves against a wooden ship, but
Rocking
you
is
assume it's
rocking.
comforting to them. Yeah. And it seems to be comforting to them.
Mm-hmm. All right, hop to it, to your bunks, rest up, reconvene tomorrow.
Okay. All 3 of them start walking out, but Holland points you right outside the door, down the opposite end of the hall, where instead of a staircase leading to the lower parts, there is a door. That's the captain's old room.
Much obliged.
You and Jack could just take that.
Will do. And yeah, Abigail's just Still carrying Jackie. Gonna bustle right in there.
When you get in there, it's a mess. It seems like it hadn't been touched in a very long time. Oddly enough, it looks... Despite the fact that it seems like it's been preserved, it does look lived in. As if the people who were here just up and left. Before it was abandoned. And thus taken by, these hooligans.
Well, that's probably something important, but quite frankly, Abigail is just, if there's anything like on the bunk, she's sweeping it off.
There is not necessarily a bunk, so much as there is an actual sort of table with a nest on it.
Even better. Just gonna hop right in there and... Yeah, you know what? Sets Jackie down, but she just stays there too. They gave her a scare. She's just gonna be here. I mean, she flew through a storm for a hot second. She's tired too.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
See if you can stay awake.
Oh, that's much more benign.
Would you say that that's able to keep her awake at all?
I'd say a 13 puts her at awake but entering dozing. There's a lot to think about and a lot bouncing around that little bird skull of hers. That and partially she's just like half paranoid that like while Jackie's asleep, Mobile could come back. So no, not sleeping, but light doze.
Abby, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh boy, what is that number? Hell yeah, +6.
Just one off. You were just one off from the DC that I had set.
Woohoo. Oh, whoa.
Just one!
What's going on?
Abby, out of nowhere you see wibbly paw-like hands wrap around your eye. And you're on the boat. Or you're on a boat, motherfucker. You hear an odd synthetic noise. You know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the deck of an unfamiliar ship, and yet it is familiar. It's the Glacier Rider. It's decrepit and moldy. Rancid water all over the rotten metal. It's floating. It shouldn't be. You know this. You know why. It should be lost into time. There's unease. There's the flash of movement in the shadows on an upper floor. The med bay. There's a void, distant and soft, yet you can hear every word it says. You are her. You are theirs. Chosen. I choose you too. There's a pause as you hear a crack of lightning from outside. It echoes throughout the metal of the ship. Despite not sleeping, you can't break free when you feel Jackie flinch. A crazed, sadistic smile full of sharpened, rotten yellow teeth, too wide to be natural and too distorted eyes of the same color wibble in the darkness. Above the railing, just outside, it sees her. It has claws. thin and bony but strong, stained with old sea water and dull white. That, fear that, they do. A flash of lightning, a short shine of a thin piece of metal, stabbing. And I'm not going to read the rest of that. There's fear in Jackie's face, terror and pain, the worst she's ever seen, and then it's back to the ship. Help them. I cannot. They suffer. You know. Truth. The thunder booms. A young Ajaxx, just after playing with Abby the day that they wore that sweater, maybe 5 years old, happily, giggling, mouth with a pretty, gentle, neon yellow moonlit glow, like a glow in the dark star. Lightning again, and you see something similar to what you had read in the books. Or, not the books, but the journal. The gentle glow of the dark yellow covers her sight. The gentle glow in the dark yellow, there we go, what the heck? Covers her sight. A splash of neon purple, unnatural, electrifying, staticky. Poisonous. Dale quickly turns to a dull white. You hear the screaming of Captain Mobile. You hear what they endured. I watched. They hurt. I hurt. Help. Please. They still suffer.
I will. I'll try. I'm helping. I'm here.
Ajax's apartment. Their couch. All a mess. Ajaxx and Todd sleeping soundly. The shadow on the ceiling moving down to one side of the couch. Todd looks at it and growls, rearing up. Todd yelps for seemingly no reason, flinching away and running, limping. He's going to hide. Ajaxx is still sleeping, too tired, exhausted, stressed, nearly featherless. They flinch, they tremble, they cry. Bubbles in their sleep, they flinch again in pain. They pant, panicking, they toss and turn. They flinch, they cry, they scream silently, over and over again. And then they gasp and they pant, frightened. Awake, hop down from the couch. They can barely walk, too scared. Grabbing the coffee table, they collapse to their knees. They cry out of terror and exhaustion. There's a grin in the shadows behind them. They suffer. You know. Truth. Help. You know. Please. I beg, my child. Your child. You know. Please. I beg. Please. Save child. Another synthetic sound. She's in the water again. No ship, just water. And the voice says one last thing before it's gone. It wants. They follow. And in the darkness you see the thing that you saw in the ship retreat back into the medbay.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, my first thought is like I said Abigail was only like half asleep awake. That's like a really intense sleep paralysis right there. But, oh. If she can move at all. She's curling around
Nobody's since
Jackie.
let her go.
Yeah. Curling around Jackie tighter.
Make me a Constitution saving throw. You feel an overwhelming sadness. It's not just your pain, although it doesn't help much either.
Well, I'd been thinking of rolling a whiz save to see if she was gonna cry, but I'm thinking with that she is. And like, she's not fighting it. Sometimes there just needs to be a good cry.
Jesus Christ.
What does that mean?
You feel Jackie stir, Abby, but they don't awaken.
Good. She
They're
wouldn't want them to.
But you do feel them gently nuzzle into you. Make me an insight check if you want.
I always want 21.
It seems like they're doing so to make sure that you're still there. And like, they're sleeping. They're very obviously sleeping. But in their sleep, they're nuzzling up to you. Seeing if you're still there. And settling closer when they do.
Yep. She still is. And just to drive that point home, just the full on wings all the way around, curled up, just tight as she can all the way around this penguin. Gotcha. Got you. It's all gonna be fine. Everything always is, right?
You hear the creaking of the ship. And it's an odd creak. But it doesn't seem aggressive.
Abigail will extract one wing to, I don't know if she can reach a wall or a bulwark or anything, but just pat the ship.
It creaks again in response, seeming to lean into it. In your ear, you hear a very faint, "Thank you."
Doing good work.
Make me a perception check.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by something that was going on the outside, but yes, perception check.
Entirely that.
22.
It's not hard to see it, even with the only light source coming from the moonlight bouncing off of the glacier into the window. But you see, seems like a breeze coming out of nowhere, which shouldn't be. Making a paper from the desk. Several of them, actually, fly off of it, and only one of them keeps going. Fluttering over towards you, Abby.
Well, she has that one hand free. She's going to try and grab it, take a look. I don't know, is that like a dex to catch it or?
No, it lands. It lands within her reach.
Alright.
But you can catch it if you want.
Quite frankly, I don't trust her dex. So if it just lands near her, she's going to wait for that to happen and take it. She's not risking jostling Jackie. Jackie needs all the sleep they can get.
Also, hi, Sarah.
Oh, hello. But yes, paper. What does it say? No.
So it's not adoption paper. It's the real birth certificate for Jackie.
Oh.
It's been here all of these years. It's old and it's weathered, but it's still legible. And on the father's side, where somebody has signed, it says James Judd. But there's no one on the mother's side or parent's side either.
Huh.
James Judd does seem to be crossed out, though.
Nothing written underneath or just crossed out?
Nothing written underneath.
Well, if Abigail had both hands and was sitting up and not like completely wrapped around a penguin, she would definitely think about just penning her own name in there and being like, aha.
My penguin now. You guys don't deserve it.
It's free real estate. The fates have spoken. But as is, I think she's going to tuck that into her hammer space for safekeeping. And what is it? Vandalism? Is it vandalism, really? For scribbling on later. This is definitely how adoption works. Abigail wouldn't know. She's always been the aunt or the grandma. She's never been the mom.
Excuse you. Discord, how dare you open something while I'm trying to type something? There you go.
Oh,
That's also what you-
Knowledge.
With that, I'm gonna say that you guys are able to sleep the night away.
Yep. Abigail just tucks in real good, and Jackie is the priority on sleep, but she also can't be of any help if she's also exhausted. So, snooze she goes. Should I roll to see if Abigail snores?
I mean, go for it. If you want to.
I mean, I don't. It just occurred to me, we'll end it off here, but it was just like, I don't know. No, not really. Actually, hold on, what should be 1, what should be 20? It's getting, yeah, all right, she snores a little bit. It's, I think Jackie just sleeps through it because they are, bone tired, exhausted. But
they have level 3 exhaustion, yeah.
Yeah, with an 8, it's probably getting into the territory of like obnoxious.
I mean, they got a nat 1 on the con check to like stay conscious, so
Abigail's just like got full like log saw noises going, not terribly loud, but they're there.
And that is how we're gonna end this one.
Hell yeah.
I think this went. I had another thing planned for this, but I don't think that we're gonna get through it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so we might actually have maybe 2 more sessions left of Warships.
Okay.
This went on longer than I intended. I'm so sorry.
Listen, this happens. I don't know if anyone succeeded in having like a campaign that's been the exact length or time frame that they expected. So you're in fine, fine company. Thank you for Warships.
Thank you for playing with me.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I think I'm going to stop my recording.